Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's market update. Today is Friday, October 4th, 8:40 a.m. local time. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Let me start off by giving my disclaimer to protect myself legally. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is to be used for your fantasy paper trading. No real money should be used on the information that I give you, or you will have a 99.9% chance of losing it all because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy. All right, guys. The weekend is here. I hope you guys have some good plans. First and foremost, do not neglect the people around you that love you and support you and believe in you, even if they don't believe in you. This isn't nothing compared to the memories. No one's going to remember that you sat in front of a computer and you worked over spending time with them. They're not going to remember you looking at charts. They're going to remember how much time you spent with them. And the time goes by really quickly, guys. Do not let that happen, especially if you have little ones at home. Don't neglect them. Spend the time with them. It means everything to them. If you are older and all you have is a spouse, cherish that spouse. Spend time. Go to date night. Do things that you don't like doing that she likes to do. Anything, no matter what it is, just do it. Do it. Do it for the sacrifice that she puts up with you here because you become an addict. Like everyone else that enters the space, we all become addicts, and we don't realize it sometimes until it's too late. So please, guys, just take a verse from an old man who knows what he's talking about. All right, so yesterday, one more time, we averted the do or die line. It brought it back up again. However, we're not in a good shape. It's not really good right now. All right. So I want you to heed caution. I want you to be very, very cautious. Remember, guys, for all those that gave me shit that I was too bearish, I jumped on with you guys. And look, the market, what did they do? Market did exactly what the market was going to do and drop. So nothing's changed, guys. Nothing has changed. Right now, the probability is to the downside. And now the market, the bulls need to prove to me that they're ready to go up. And I told you yesterday, this is a 100% guaranteed short. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The only thing I don't know is the entry, is it going to be here or is it going to be a little bit lower down here? But this is a 100% short. You have to short this. I mean, if you never shorted on your paper trade, this is the time to do it on this line. It's a no-brainer. And I already told you yesterday, watch this video on the invalidation and how you will lose little to no money by how this behaves on my rule set that I showed you. And when we get closer to it, we'll talk about it. But if I were you, I'd pay attention to yesterday's video. Right now, guys, we were able to avert the do or die line and close below it. However, we're getting pushed. Oh, and one other positive. Let me give you a positive. If you go to the hourly time frame, this is the 50 EMA and daily time frame. It's been resistance. Look, we cannot climb above it. We finally did, but very, very, very weak. We'll keep on falling below it. Look, we back tested the bottom of that channel. Look, I mean, you have to, guys, when I do a video like this and I show you levels like this channel, and I show you the accuracy of these fucking channels, do me a favor, just for me, don't dismiss this as, no big deal. It just came down. Look at the level that it hits. It didn't hit here. It didn't hit. The back test is perfect. Just like the finale on the top where we hit the line exactly to the fucking dollar. That, again, that should reinforce your confidence that I know what I'm fucking talking about. That my lines are there for a reason. That they're valid. That they're strong. Look at the way we would not break below here. We wicked, but look, we couldn't. Out of all the places, think about this. Out of all the places that this could have done it, it did it right on the line. Not a little bit of it, not a little bit, right on the line. So that has to win me some points with you guys. Now, what we're doing here is not bullish. This is not bullish. We're barely above the 50 EMA on the daily time frame. Look at the 4-hour time frame. We cannot cross the simple 21 moving average. Now, The indicators, the momentum indicators, are favoring the bulls. They're favoring a push to the upside. But here's the thing. The higher time frames, they're not. They're favoring more downside. But as you know, nothing just goes straight down or straight up. So what the story is telling me is the low time frames are pointing up, but the high time frames are pushing down, or signaling down, better said. What does that tell you? Think about it for just a moment. Like, pause the video and think about what I said. All right, he says that the lower time frames momentum is favoring more upside, but the higher time frames that carry more weight are pointing down. What market structure does that describe? Think about it. What market structure would that? Let me show it to you. Here, let me show it to you. Let me get this temporary right here. So the lower time frames up, and the larger time frames point down. What does that tell you? What do you think this is called? How do you think a lower high is formed? Lower high is formed when the lower time frames, we need to push up for the lower high. We don't just get the lower high out of magic. It has to happen. What the market needs to go up there. But the true influence happens on the higher time frames. And if those are pointing down, that's how you get that lower low. You got the high, exactly where I told you, exactly where my line was located because of the 6 months of data. It didn't fail us at all. We got our low. We need our lower high, and we need our lower low. Now, here's the tricky part. It's easy to find the lower high rule. So let me show you that. Here, let me show you the lower high rule. And now I'm going to show you how you could either find confluence or you need to pick one or the other. And I'll explain to you in a minute. Here is and here's our lower high. Right here. Okay. So the lower high rule is 618, 706, and 786. No different than the consolidation rule. It's just in reverse. Instead of pulling it from the top to the bottom to get the consolidation rule, consolidation rule, it's the opposite. You pull from the bottom to the top because now the price is going up to it. That's why it's in reverse. This calls for 618 at 63,958. But here's the thing. You also have to understand how to read the market as a whole, not just look at one indicator and say, okay, well, it has to come up here or here. No. You have to build a case for it. On the way up there, what could impede it, better said, to reach that target? Well, start looking at your EMA. Start looking at these here. We know that the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame carries a lot of weight. Look at the support. Look at the support. Look at this. And then when it breaks it, back test again, and down she goes. Do you think it's going to cross it easy? Do you think it'll have an easy time crossing that? No. Now, add to the fact that we have the 100 EMA below it. A double whammy makes it even stronger. I don't know if you guys ever been to the San Francisco Bridge. The San Francisco Bridge, those big cables that hold the bridge together. It's not one big cable. It's thousands of small cables that are clamped together to give the illusion that it's one big cable. The more of those cables that they put in there, the stronger it gets. No different when you're looking at these EMAs. One is strong. Add another one, that's even harder. So there's a fight. Once it crosses the 21 and the 200 EMA that's holding the price action right now it's got to do that same fight here. Then, if this can be successful, then you know what happens? This becomes the lower high off of a continuation rule. And you know what that means, guys? That just like, remember how we do the continuation rule from the bottom, how it creates that bounce? It's the same thing in reverse. No different. Let's see if it lines up with the continuation rule. If that area here. I can't make this shit up, guys. And trust me, I swear on my kid's life, I don't rehearse this. I don't have to rehearse it because this just plays out so perfectly. It plays out so fucking perfectly. I did not rehearse that. I swear to God. Again, on my children's lives, I did not rehearse that. But look. Do you see? 1, 2, 3 very, very tough areas that we may only get up to here before rolling over. Because now, because of the way the bulls let you down here, you cannot be that fucking stupid and still root for the bulls. You cannot be that stupid. So you have to assume we're going to go lower. Doesn't mean we're going to crash. Doesn't mean we're going to go to 30, 20,000. No, we are going to go lower. If you want to root for the bulls, let them prove it to you. Why are you going to what have they done? What have the bulls done for you to blindly follow them? I mean, how ignorant are you? Let them prove it to you. How do they prove it to you? Well, let them break above the 382. Let them break above the 100. Let's see if they can break above the 50. And if they can do that, this is back on the table. Right here. But guess what? The daily 200 MA is going to be like the Great Wall of China. That's going to be tough. And look what it's doing now. Look at this. Does this look like it's strong? I want you to pay attention to this. Look at the 200 daily moving average. Look how it's been moving strong, up. Even though you have to understand, look at all these downward moves. Look at the downward moves on the other side here, not on the one in the front, because all this price action here is what is affecting the 200 moving average. They take the last 200 days and they average it, and that's how you get this. And look, even though we've been falling with these 20% drops, it was still going up. But now look what it's doing. You cannot stick your head in the sand and just root blindly for the fucking bulls when they're not coming, they're not stepping up. They had their chance here, they blew it. My target is still now open. I just haven't put it on here. I don't want to crowd my chart. But the probability is now we're going to go down. You don't have to believe it. But there's no way in hell that I'm going to root for the bulls like I did here when I joined with you guys to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Bullshit. You had your chance. Your bulls left. They're gone. Now, in order for me to jump on the bull wagon, you need to get above this purple. Not even this anymore. Not even this. It now goes up to this line here. This purple line. If you can get up here, then you show me that the bulls are in charge. Until then, you're an idiot if you're rooting for the fucking bulls. A straight idiot. Because the bulls haven't done nothing, but the bears have shown you their perfect record. Perfect fucking record that you can't argue against it. I would challenge anyone listening to this, if they wanted, or tag somebody that you think is smarter, and challenge them. We'll go on video, we'll go on YouTube live, and show me where the bulls have stepped up. I would love for somebody to show me that. Because I have 6 months of evidence that the bears are in control, not the fucking bulls. Now, if we can cross, like I said, on the 4-hour time frame and get above the 100, the 50, the fight is right here. So now when I have two things to choose from, let me show you. If I'm going to pick 618 or the 200, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick the 200. Absolutely, 200 carries more weight than the 618. However, I do understand that a lot of people are watching this video. And I do understand that a lot of people know, okay, well, this is going to be a fucking no-brainer short. Just like this is a no-brainer short, this is a fucking no-brainer short. Why is this a no-brainer short? Because if I short from here, I know without a shadow of a fucking doubt that if we climb above it, we're going to come back and we're going to back test it. If there's ever a guarantee in fucking trading, this will be one of them. And mark my word. I want you to write it down, and I want you to fact check me. I want you, if we do climb above here, I want you to fact check me and tell me that this never came back down to back test that. So you'll have an opportunity to get out of your short if the bulls show up. If the bulls show up. And a back test doesn't mean that it hits it. It can continue to slide down. It needs to hold. It needs to consolidate or start trading up higher than the previous high. The higher high, better said. So it's a no-brainer. It's a fucking blind short. Like, this is a blind short. That's a blind fucking short. So knowing that, I also understand the way the algos manipulate the market. So if everyone goes short here, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have a big green candle here, but the candle body more likely is going to end here because the bears are in control. So as long as the candle body closes below the 200, any wick, any shadow left behind is that. It's just a shadow. It's just a shadow. So we may hit this. We may hit this on a wick. But wicks, I mean, they count because we did trade up to that level, but they don't carry as much weight as a candle body. So yeah, we could hit it, but I don't think it's going to happen with no candle body. Now, remember, there's always the other side of the story. Always the other side of the story. So the other side of the story would be this. If we were to put in a God candle, I like calling God candles $6,000 to $10,000. That's my threat. I like those. Those are fucking beautiful. You know, who doesn't get excited when you see a $6,000 daily candle? It looks great. You know what I mean? So I know most people say a $10,000 God candle. So just cut me a little slack. But you know what I mean. If we see a nice big green thrust candle, and it breaks above it, those are small. Those are the small times that I would say, wow, the bulls are really showing up, and the probability is that on the way down, it will hold, and it may hold longer. Even if it was going to break down, it would hold longer. The higher that is, the more probable that this is going to hold, or maybe fight around it before it regains it. But that'll mean something. But look at this price action. It's complete shit. Do you really think that's going to come in? You really think we're going to get a card? It's very unlikely. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. I'm giving you, again, the other side. What could it happen? Yeah, anything could happen. What's the probability of it happening? Look at this price action. Very little. Very low probability that it's going to happen. What's going to happen is more of this shit. This slow grinding shit. And it's Friday. No volume this weekend. So the fact that during a New York session, we cannot bring the price up, here is a very good area for the market to roll over. So I'm thinking this weekend, we have a scam pump weekend, and not a scam dump weekend, but a scam pump weekend. You know why? It favors the upside. Why? Because there's $17 billion worth of short accumulative contracts to take out. That's a hell of a reason for Asia to pull another scam pump weekend. And this isn't, this is a move up. It's a pump because you're moving up, but it's not going to be like, we're not going to go to here, and we're not going to go to here. Put it that way. But a pump to here or to here, yeah, I can see them do that because New York said, no, they keep on smacking it down. Asia will be able to run it this weekend. But do not get excited because, as you know, that's going to be a fake move. It's not going to be real. When New York comes in next week, that's when you'll see the real move. And most likely they're gonna see what Asia did and just automatically smack it down. Just on principle alone, to show the world that they control the fucking markets of the world, not Asia, not anyone else. We are the superpower. And they like to flex a lot. And that's why you often see that on Mondays come in and they smack everyone else. Any London session, Asia session, they smack it all down in one fucking swoop. They're just flexing. But if we know how they behave, it's easy to know what to do. It's easy to know what risk you're willing to step in front of. This is an easy risk short, low risk, low to zero risk. Low to zero loss, because if it comes back down into the same area, then you exit. If it holds, you exit. You don't really lose much. So hopefully that makes sense, what I'm looking for. I know there's a lot of perma bulls out there. They don't like hearing what I'm saying, but I just proved it to you. All the fucking perma bulls out there can sit down officially when the bulls told you to go fuck off right in here. They pretty much just told you, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The bears came in, better said, okay? Bears came in and told you to shut the fuck up. So you cannot possibly be that stupid and continue to follow and continue to root for the bulls when they just leave. They leave. They look. They can't even give you a proper push up. This slow grind, this weak grind, with these massive resistance, you think that's what's going to take for you to break up here? No, there's no strength in this. So the probability until you get above this purple line is that we're going to roll over and put a lower high, or we're going to put in a double top on the higher time frames. Let me show you something. Actually, this chart's a little bit cleaner. Look. See this double top? Same exact thing. Same. So if we do not put a lower high, we're going to do this and put a double top. We got a double top here. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, you see, look here. Let me show it to you. Instead of telling you look, I'll show it to you. There it is right there. Look. There it is right there. Look. Double top. Look at M. Look. M. Back down. Back down. So why would you think anything different? I mean, how stupid do you have to be? The market's telling you what it's going to do, and you want to sit there and stick your head in the sand. Oh, no, not this time. Oh, no, not this time, BC. 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 I mean, at what point do you say, fuck, I'm going to stop being an idiot, and I'm just going to pay attention to what the market tells me? There's got to be a point where it clicks. I need to adjust this other chart here. It's not adjusted correctly. I think sometimes I'll graph something on my phone, which is really difficult. If you ever if you ever chart on your phone, if you hit this a certain way and you move your cursor, it'll move your lines. I got to bring this down just a little bit there. That's right there. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I am going to again, let you guys know that I started a copy trade system, which means that you don't have to even wait for my callouts. You don't even have to wait for me to say buy here or sell here. It does it automatically. But I'm only offering that to people. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up for the copy trade, by the way. Nothing. The only thing you have to do, you have to be a member of my $25 a month Telegram to get that. So I'm doing two things with that copy trade. For the copy trade, I'm doing just Bitcoin on my copy trade. I've never done copy trade. So I'm warming up to it. I'm seeing how things work, seeing what the parameters are. And there's a list of altcoins that we can do in the copy trade system. But for right now, I'm trading just Bitcoin. And just so you guys know, the people who've been following me know this, I trade Bitcoin 7 days a week. And yesterday, very transparent, I opened up my exchange. I clicked on my position history, my trade history, and let all my members see. Because one thing is you tell, I'm scalping here, I'm scalping there. Well, guess what? When you're copy trading, guys, I can't hide. Because when I open a trade, you get to see it. When you go to your exchange, you'll see you have an active trade. And you get to follow. You get to see, oh, shit, he closed it again. Okay, he opened it again. Oh, he closed it. He opened it again. He closed it. So I can't hide. But for the people that are not in the copy trade system, they have to take my word for it. And you guys know how I feel about that. I hate when people take my word for it. I think it's lazy as fuck if you take my word for it. I need you to fact check me. I need you to prove to me. How can you trust me? You don't know me. I'm a fucking voice through your computer. I'm an avatar on Twitter. What gives you the notion that you can fucking trust me? But you know what does? My transparency. When I go there and I show them my position history and they see, oh shit, BC, in one day you take fucking 8 trades and you see my losses. My losses were 0.445, 0.32, 0.21. What were my wins? 0.1623, 0.761, 0.561. I get to show them by example. If it's not working out, boom, cut it. Get the fuck out of there. If it's working, let it run. Let it go. Let it go. As soon as it's turning over, get out. But you know how I do that, guys? I don't do that on the daily. This is why I live in the 1 and 5 minute time frame. Do you see this? You see all this? You know when to short, when to long. You know exactly. Because you take this price action Guess what? This price action has the same thing as the hourly and the daily. It's got momentum indicators. Momentum indicators that get my system. I use a lot of different momentum indicators and different confirmation tools that tell me it's overbought. And when they all together give me the same signal, I get out. When they all tell me that it's oversold, I get in. And vice versa, depending on if I'm scalping short or if I'm scalping long. And who does that? Who have you followed that will screen share their trade history and fucking show you? Who does that? Who have you followed in the past 7 years or 5 years or 2 years that has done that for you? I don't think not too many people. I don't think too many people. But I do that because I pride myself in transparency so that people can trust me. And when they trust me, they're more willing to follow me. And guess what? I'm going to make money. Because I told you, I'm not in this for my fucking health. I'm in this to make money. I make money when we copy trade. I have no problem admitting it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not trying to hide it. When I give you a referral link, I'm making money on it. This is a business. This is my fucking business. And I'm not giving shit away. I work too hard. I train too hard. Why the hell would I go? Why would I give it away? What profession do you know that they go to school or they take a training class or they do something to train themselves to become knowledgeable in a certain field, and then they're going to go out and they're just going to give it away for free? Who does that? A fucking moron does that. Someone who has no self-worth does that. I have self-worth. So if you guys want to experience somebody who's fully transparent and is going to make you money literally doing nothing, you have to, while you're sleeping, I'm doing the work. You just have to trust that I know what I'm talking about. That's all you have to do. And you have to sacrifice $25. And if you're that poor, you can't afford $25, then yeah, definitely don't sign up because I don't want you. If those 25 mean that much to you, you shouldn't even be in crypto. You need to take care of yourself, take care of your family. You know, $25 means a lot. You know what? There was a point in my life where $25 was a lot of money. So I get it. I was there, which is what drove me to be where I'm at now. So I totally get it that you shouldn't be here. This is when you can afford to go to Vegas and you can burn that money like this. Everything you play in crypto, guys, you should be able to burn that money and you won't even blink twice. That's the only money you should be trading because this is all very high risk. All right, guys. If you're interested, send me a DM. Send me a DM, or like I said, go down to this website here, and you can sign up. When you sign up, send me a DM on Twitter. Say, hey, BC, I signed up, and I get you your access link. I got to do it that way because there's a lot of scammers out there. You saw me post today on Twitter. Be careful. There's Telegram groups out there with my name on it, my picture. They're scams. They're taking your money. People are paying and signing up for them. They're fake. They're fake. The only way to know that it's real, you go to this video, you go to this post, you click on my name, and next to my name, there's a little envelope. That is the only way you should be able to contact me. When I post this video, there's scammers on the comments that have me blocked so I can't see them. They say, hey, you want to sign up? Here's the link. And I can't tell you how many people click on those fucking links. No matter how many times I say it, they will click on it. And I'm not going to refund you that. That you lost it. That's you. That's on you. All right, guys. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'll be back on Monday. I'm not doing this for you guys on Saturdays and Sundays because if you really wanted to know the updates and you really wanted to get that information, you'd sign up to one of my groups, either the Telegram or the Discord. So if you don't sign up, then you don't really give a shit. And I can take a couple days off from you guys because you're willing to wait till Monday, and which is great. Nothing wrong with that. I just want to make a point because some people ask me, how come you don't do them Saturday and Sunday? Well, how come you don't sign up? You obviously, if you care that much about my information, you should sign up because I keep them up to date 7 days a week. I don't keep you up to date 7 days a week. So beggars can't be choosers. All right, guys, have a good one.